So why a book about purpose? Well, for me it's simple. A book about purpose is a book about life, about joy, about flowing energy. So thank you, Sarah Rozenthuler, for your contribution. You are the first English-spoken Bookspace, and we are glad we can welcome you in our Bookspace.
Veel leesplezier en inspiratie met Powered by Purpose door Sarah Rozenthuler.
Oh, I was inspired by books like Reinventing Organisations by Frederic Laloux, Otto Scharmer's work on presencing, books that were emphasising the organisation as an energetic, as a living entity, and that really helped me to gather my thinking and shape it into these 4 capacities of purpose-led leadership that are at the heart of the book. So I'm writing about cultivating leadership presence, making dialogue authentic, engaging a whole range of stakeholders, and also connecting on purpose, and so really enabling work to be meaningful and energizing. Oh, well, I've been deeply engaged in systemic constellations work for about 5 years, and before that, a good decade of work around dialogue facilitation. And I really observe that when we include purpose, it lights up the field. It makes a real difference energetically. It releases a positive flow of energy throughout the system. And that applies at an individual level, at a team level, and at an organisational level. So in the book, I write about the 3 bridges of purpose at each of those levels systemically. And I also cover early on that belonging, that sense of like each one of us belonging to planet Earth, belonging in the organisation that we're working in makes a real difference, and it's a fundamental human need that I think leaders often overlook, but when they include it, it makes a real difference to both well-being and performance. Oh, well, here it is, sat next to me on the couch. Powered by purpose. And I think one of the main things it would say is that leadership begins deep inside each one of us. It's about, first of all, paying attention to our own flow of energy and what's energizing for us. And then once we're walking our own purpose path, our energy changes. We transmit an energy that attracts other people. People like working with us, they like hanging around with us. And we can then, if we're leading a team, for example, work with the team to uncover an inspiring purpose at the team level, or if we're in the C-suite and leading a whole organisation, and this is what we've seen with the example of Paul Polman, who very generously wrote the foreword for the book, and his leadership at Unilever during the 10 years he was there. It gives me hope. We see it's easy to point to all the examples of bad leadership or macho leadership or outrageous leadership, and there's a lot of that going on at the moment. But actually researching the book, working as a practitioner on the corporate pitch, I've seen examples of leaders leading really well, leading in a way that systemically creates health and well-being in a system. So overall, the book, with its practical steps, its success stories, its toolkit for leavers, brings me hope, and I hope it will bring hope to many other people too.
Annelies Meijers en Sander Galjaard faciliteren Bookspace Nederland. Meer weten of abonneren? Ga naar ons YouTube-kanaal.